Hey everybody, it's your boys, Amy
and Adele.
Tammy Slayton.
Like Amy Winehouse, Adele. See, quick thinking, not quick enough.
We are your 1,000-pound sisters, and we're here. Before we get started, if y'all have not watched 1,000-pound sisters with the Amy and Tammy Slayton sisters, girl, get on it. They are everything. I live for them. They are YouTube.
Get me a sody.
Yeah, But y'all are here for Rupaul. So let's talk some RuPaul.
Yes, we are in All Stars 5, the penultimate episode. The Peen. 4 bitches left.
So in the previous seasons, and for All Stars, even in All Stars 1, it's always been a top 4.
Yeah.
So they haven't brought any girls back. They're saying finale, and so maybe that's why they cut it down to the 3. Because they're not gonna.
I don't like that, but I was mentioning earlier in the episode that I like the twist of having the lip sync assassin and the 2 lipsticks. Keeps you on your toes. That was a nice little change for this season.
Was something, because I think we all were over the, hey, let's have this group talk.
Yeah.
Why do you want to stay? But let me take you over here and all this and all.
Yeah.
She borrowed she let me borrow her shirt, so I couldn't send her home.
Right.
We're tired of that shit.
Bitch left my wig and I want to get it back. Put it in the mail to Vegas.
I was on a regular season, Miss Ariel Versace, girl. I hope you got the wig sorted out, but let's get into this episode. So Miss Alexis Mateo, bam, honey, has gone
Bam,
home.
right out the door to the truck stop.
Blair is feeling grateful that she was kept. What do you think? I wish Blair would have went home, to be quite honest, because this episode was the comedy challenge, and Alexis Mateo is hilarious.
Yeah, Alexis is pretty funny. And her snatch game, or whatever they called it, Match of Love, was
the Walter Mercado.
Oh yes.
If y'all haven't seen the Walter Mercado,
We watched
Netflix.
a lot of TV this week. Apparently, get on that Walter Mercado.
Walter Mercado, get on it. He is amazing.
Learn about his mucho amor.
But Miss Cracker reveals that she was also going to send Alexis home. That I get, because they had beef, so why not? So this episode we got our top 4. We're doing a comedy challenge, which seems stupid to do at the end because comedy is so subjective.
I would rather have it at the end. I would rather have only 4 or 5 comics.
Really? Okay.
So we get RuPaul coming in the workroom dressed like a clown.
I'm gonna give this suit a croc. Yeah, I like green. It wasn't my favorite green.
Bitch, not on you.
Not on today. Oh, speaking of not on today, and hey bitches, special love to Naya Rivera and her, because she was on that episode. That was really sad. Tragic passing of her, but she is a Drag Race family member. She was there, so may peace to her son, but not on today.
Today. So we're gonna have some comedy today, though, and because Ms. Cracker won last week, this bitch gets to put the line up. With 4 people, it's not very hard. I was confused why they didn't just have her do it then. Why'd they start writing it and then be like, okay, we're gonna sit in the chair, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's arbitrary.
So she decides, and this is funny because Ms. is logically thinking how to fuck up her opponents. And says it with a smile on her face.
But not appear like a bitch when she's doing it. Because she was like, Juju, you're so strong, girl. You're so naturally funny. I'm going to put you first. Because that's a tough spot, and I know you can handle it. Now, Blair.
I love how people always say first is a tough spot. I was always the bitch that wanted to go first. I'm like, let me go first. I'm prepared to get it the fuck out of the way. And then I set the standard, set the bar for everybody else. If you fail, then...
Well, that's true because you're probably confident. Think about Bianca when they did a comedy challenge, and Bianca's a fucking comic. So Bianca didn't give 2 shits where she went. Yeah. She could have went first, last, not at all, and still would have won.
Yeah. But Juju is okay. Juju goes first. They put Blair
second.
Miz sticks herself right there in number 3 spot, and closing with Shay.
Well, yes, and so she was right because Miss Cracker knew she had it unlocked, but then she knew also if she wanted to not fuck with Shay, but technically let Shay bomb herself out, put her after. Smart girl.
Smart girl. And so they get this, they get to work with Ross and the legendary funny girl, Jane Krakowski.
Miss Jane, Kimmy Schmidt, 30 Rock.
Yeah.
The royal juror herself.
Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff. She be popping up in all kinds of stuff. And I like her a lot, actually.
Yeah,
I think
she was a good coach.
Yeah, I think she's funny as a comedian and an actress. And pretty much the show leads us to believe that Blair's got all this material and she was so funny, and that Shay is just
she has no
awful,
material.
has no material. And I'm always like, trust your first instinct on Drag Race. Because my first instinct was like, okay, well, Blair's going on this episode,
Yeah.
Shay will do well, whatever. And then they try to lead you to believe the other way. That's when you know it's your first instinct.
It's a show, baby. It's a show. They trying to make you feel something, and I felt something. So let's just get into these comedy challenges. Juju comes out. She's got this blue Smurf wig dress combo with red heels.
She tried to look funny, and she did.
A little
Looked
bit.
funny.
She took a while to warm up,
Yeah.
which was her critique, so that was fine. Blair
bombed and was just mean and spiteful to everybody, and they were not living for it.
Okay, so this is something that I really would love to address, because this is something I tell you about your comedy.
Yeah.
People mistake reads and jokes, because you can read your friend jokingly and we're gonna laugh, but it's still a read. And if you don't know our relationship, you might have been like, well, that was a mean fucking hateful comment. And that's where Blair and like Pheromone and these younger girls, they confuse reading and jokes.
But it's not that. It's the fact that these younger girls grew up on Instagram. They don't have social connections with people deeper than like an anonymous comment or even a named comment.
Okay.
It's like there is no clue to social interaction.
Yeah.
Like Juju's old school, right? You can sit there and you can talk about Ross Matthews' book and whatever, and it's like, haha, and he laughs about it.
Like long walks, fried chicken, and dick.
But anyway, I was like, well, what the hell were they talking about that she has all this material? Apparently she didn't use it and couldn't get the pages turned. I'm like,
oh, that was the other thing,
memorize
girl.
your jokes.
Get some of it memorized. Come
And it's
on,
like,
ho.
if you prepare more than enough material and you forget a couple things, then you're still gonna fill your time slot. So,
Or you're gonna be Sherry Pie and go 17 minutes and not drinking at the fucking That hoe, she did that.
then Miz comes on and delivers. She
Her
looked
look.
fabulous. The look was great. She reminded me of like a Dolly Parton kind of Evel Knievel jumpsuit
Oh yeah, I like that.
with the Mabel hair from the diner.
I loved it. Miss Cracker proves that she is a comedian. She knows what she's doing on that comedy front, and she kept it entertaining.
The only complaint I have is that they put too much bullshit in the workroom and not enough of what they were doing on stage. They got like 20 seconds by the time the editors hit the episode.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know they were probably at least 5 minutes.
That's high thought.
I would have much rather saw a minute or two of comic. And then Shay kills it. Shay was funny
Yeah, Shay was good.
and looked good.
Oh my god, Shay's dress was, oof, that tiered red tulle looks so fucking good.
And I'm just mad we didn't get invitations to this little comedy powwow.
We don't live in WeHo, that's why.
That's why.
And so RuPaul comes down the runway, and she... I like the genesis of this look. RuPaul comes down...
RuPaul took a baby blue fucking sheet, draped it over her, didn't even do a good job.
Yeah.
And
like crushed velvet black
and put a big
skirt
on, and it looked like it wasn't even hemmed. It was awful. That was probably the worst look I've ever seen RuPaul in.
I wouldn't say all that, girl. I'm not gonna do Zaldi like that. It wasn't that. I felt like if she would have took the sleeve in volume and draped that top a little better, she could have worked it. But yeah, this is a crop girl. Bye. The category is freak out. So they are doing, I guess, just anything freaky, kind of club kitty, but whatever freak means to you. So first on the runway we had Juju B, and she comes out with this mixed pattern houndstooth vivacious jester with
slash octopus.
Right, with linked rings around her. I like this.
I didn't like it. I thought it was hard to look at. The judges loved it. It is high fashion, kind of like...
It's freaky.
It was freaky. I just didn't like it because my eye didn't know what to look at with like 10 patterns going on at the same time. But she pulls off her thing and has the story, the sad face. That was good. I'm still going to give it a crock.
Heel Juju. But then in that case, then Blair Sinclair came down, and that apparently is going to get a crock from you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blair's, sorry.
I'm also going to give Blair a crock because I didn't know what story she was trying to tell. She said something like Cheshire Cat, and I saw it in the tail, but then the body was Dalmatian.
Yeah.
It was like, if you're going to give me one of those stories, give me one of them. And make that
She always
freaky.
beats a mean face, bitch, and she knows how to highlight for life. She's gonna come out with that damn Blair Sinclair highlighting product next. But yeah, crock.
Then we had Ms. Cracker, who is getting my highest heel.
Yes, me too. The Venetian mask comes out.
Plague
She
Doctor.
has a plague doctor. Yes, isn't that Venetian mask same thing, right? They used to wear those big noses. And
Let us know.
they
Mucho amor.
Mucho amor. It comes off and she's wearing what?
She looks like Zombie Cher.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And I thought that was sickening because she gave us this freaky, scary, sort of macabre thing with the Plague Doctor, and she reveals it off to give us something glamorous.
It was a
like
full
pretty.
reveal too, which was cool. It was like coming into a little bodysuit.
The one thing I will say, I said this when we were watching it, Ms. Cracker wears a lot of shit that she leaves on the runway. Because her, like, Anastasia dress, just toss that shit off.
I mean, you got production assistants. All right, PA number 7, come in, get that shit off. We got Shay next.
Right. Speaking of Shea Coulee, Shea Coulee comes down and she is giving us a little 90s rave girl.
Yeah, kind of rocker chick, punk. I liked it. I'm going to give it a heel.
I'm going to give it a crock.
I knew it.
The judges said, Shay, we have seen you go freaky. We know what you're a costume designer. Yeah. We know what you can do, and this is lazy. And I agree. Because her club kid look from season 9 was 10 times freakier than this.
Well, and another reason that I feel justified giving her a heel is because they gave her bad critique, and she was just like, thank you.
Oh, okay. If you pleasant about it, Josh gonna let your look slide even though it's hot trash.
It was not hot trash. It was decent. And I love me some Shay.
Okay, well.
I'll drink that Kool-Aid any day.
Kool-Aid. So we get to the judging. Ms. Cracker's the obvious winner. It was like hands down.
Yeah.
Ms. Cracker was gonna win. If you're not in the top, you're in the bottom. So they go back and they're talking, and like everyone's like, I want it. I want to be here. It's the finale. Like, what else do you say at that point? There's nothing, no argument to be made.
I have a lot to show still.
There's one.
Girl, Juju, if you got a lot to show, then bitch, you ain't pacing it out right. Sorry.
Right. Right. I hate when girls say that. I'm like, then why haven't I seen it?
I brought 17 looks. And I want to show them all somehow, but apparently the finale, you're going to have 6 reveals per.
Just get it off. Just get it off. So Ms. Cracker, she's out there. It is her 3rd time up there against the lip sync assassin. And I was like, maybe Cameron, maybe? No, okay, not.
Brandon, if you haven't watched our booze reviews this season.
This whole season.
Every week, Brandon's like, Cameron Michaels.
No.
I think it's going to be Cameron Michaels.
Every time Ms. Cracker has been up, I'm thinking it's Cameron Michaels because they like to pull those shenanigans.
Y'all watch back and see how many times this bitch. And he looks like that little emoji with the love hearts in his eyes. Oh, it's going to be Cameron Michaels this week.
Miss Cameron is actually very nice to me, and she continues to, talk to me via social media, so she's one of the realest girls. That's why I support her.
Yeah.
I support Miss Cameron Michaels. But no, instead it's Miss Kennedy Davenport, New York, LaGuardia, all that. And she comes out looking like she had just gotten woken up from a post-blunt nap.
Girl, yeah, she was powdered so high, I thought it was a white woman when the curtain went up. I was like, who is this bitch?
Oh, that Alyssa Edwards hair and all that, yeah.
And you know, she must have grew up on some rap music or something, because you throw a Reba McEntire good old-fashioned country song her way, I think she was singing in Hebrew.
The Hebraic Rhapsody.
I don't know what the hell she was singing, but it sure as hell wasn't.
Well, neither one of them apparently, because RuPaul at the end of the lip sync goes, "Wow, those sure are a lot of words," and they both went, "Oh yeah."
Right, that is true. And I mean, here's the thing. Here's what I don't like about this new formula: is it's like, okay, the money rolls over, so we're gonna let an assassin win this week. Then we're gonna let a contestant win. Then an assassin. Right, so it's like every time they win, it's $20,000, which, hey, that's a nice chunk of change.
Yeah.
But the bad thing is, it's like, hey Kennedy, come over. We need you to. We know you're local, so come on down.
Right.
You don't need to learn the song. No.
Right.
We're not gonna let you win anyway.
That
just
part.
walk around and say the Star Spangled Banner lip sync.
Right, it really feels like every other fucking girl is throwing the lip sync. Like Alyssa came in and didn't do shit. Kennedy Davenport did not buck once. Where was the bucking?
Where was the buck?
Where was the bucking, Kennedy? So anyway, I guess Miss Cracker, you're a winner, baby.
There you go. So we're down to the last 3 bitches, and we got 1 episode left.
We didn't even say. Well, you were so ready to send her home. You wasn't. Miss Cracker is the winner, and she sends Blair home.
Oh, everybody knew. You didn't have to announce it. People knew from the beginning of the episode. They knew from the end of the last episode.
They had read Reddit, who told us a year and a half ago this was the top 3. So ain't nobody shocked.
I mean, let's be honest. Is there anybody that thought this wouldn't be the top 3? And if so, who do you think would have been in it?
Well, I will say we haven't had the Bring Back My Girls episode, and RuPaul got a phone call at the end and said, "Oh wait, next week? Okay, well shit, I guess I gotta do it."
What kind of fuckery was it? All right.
They gotta give us something. A lot of people have said this season is boring, and so far I will say it's boring because it was meant to be on Showtime. And so they probably made it shorter. They probably made it just more drama, but not audience, based. So
honestly,
it shows.
The girls are not really all-star worthy. I mean, overall, I love to see
half of them.
I love to see Shay, because Shay needed the redemption, sort of.
Yeah.
Juju, I'm like, bitch, you've already been on All-Stars. Sorry about your luck. But other than that, the rest of them, I'm like, I don't even like Miz. I'm like bored. But whatever, that's just me. You can cuss me out below if you want. Like, subscribe, click that little bell. Apparently it does some shit. And then you know when we be popping shit off now, don't you?
You keep boozing, we'll keep reviewing.
Bicycle.